So this is it, guys. Royal Rumble 2015. I'm filmed here at Warhammermania. I'm just going to quickly pan around everybody who are founding members of what hopefully is going to be a big and epic event. They're all taking place. There's the contestants on the table. I'll go in and show you those in a minute. Here's the arena. There's going to be some fun happening in the arena. So to give you an idea of how these rules are going to work, everybody that arrives is going to be coming in on a charge. So any rules that they would have for charging, they will get the benefit. If the arena only has one combatant in and somebody is charging in, they will get to fire Overwatch. Other than that, everything is treated as being in a challenge inside the arena with who you're in base-to-base contact with. Should you kill your opponent and you have an overspill of wounds, only one wound can spill out, but you get to choose somebody else in base contact who you can put that wound onto. The winner is the last man standing. Every other round of combat, we're going to hear the music start, and that will be the introduction for the next person in. So, all ready for the battle, guys? Yeah. Do you want to know what's at stake, what the champion gets?
Yes.
Up for grabs for this year's winner. Here's a World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion belt to be kept and held, hopefully to retain next year and put up for somebody else, should it be permitted. On top of that, the winner of this year's event will receive a £25 gift voucher for Wargame Store when it opens. Second place will get a £10 voucher, and third place will get a £5 voucher. All losers will be laughed at for ends of time, especially the Vindicator Assassin, who obviously after this is going to win. So good luck, guys, and let's crack on. So guys, here are the contestants for this year's Royal Rumble on a lovely Hairstart Mould dungeon arena supplied by Mel Bose, the terrain tutor. So thank you very much. Mel was meant to be here with Captain Marbo, was meant to be standing right here, but unfortunately couldn't make it. I'm sure he will next year. But thanks very much, Mel, for supplying the moulds anyway. If for some daft reason any of you aren't subscribed to Mel, go over, give him a sub. He'll teach you anything you want to know about terrain. And now stop kissing his arse, we'll move on and we'll see what's going to happen as the battle unfolds. We've got two solitaires. We've got, for some reason, a Vindicator Assassin. We've got Lamartes. We've got a battle suit, is it? Yeah. We've got Death Leaper. We've got an Emperor's Champion. We have a Mighty Archon. We've got, and what's the other assassin? What's your assassin called? Calisius, however you pronounce that one. The Combat Assassin, the correct one to bring. And we also have Lelith Haruspex. Have I missed anybody out of that? No. Tau suit I've said. Oh, sorry, Crom Dragon Gaze. And then we've also got, Dave, what's your guy called? Brom. Brom. There's another wolf. So that's the entrance. We're now going to find out who the first two are to start. So, not only do we have those characters in, we've even got, with Lelith Haruspex, you can see a hand. That's not Lelith's hand, that's Karis's hand. And let's take a look at these Dark Eldar nails. How fantastic is that? Let me see. Let's get a bit better focus. There you go, that's it. Dark Eldar nails, fantastic. That's true commitment. So, we're now going to see who the first two contestants are. So guys, grab your minis. Here are the entrants. And the first person in. It's Robin from 40k Geeks, straight into the ring.
Yes.
There he is, waiting for his opponent to arrive. Next into the ring. We've got Sammy, we've got a solitaire in against an assassin to start off this rumble. So before we start, in true wrestling style, this match is scheduled for no falls, but lots of death, lots of humour, and lots of random action. So,
Let's get ready to rumble!
so the Solitaire went first, managed to cause 2 wounds, dropping the Assassin down to just 1 wound. Took some serious attacks back, but managed to make all of it 3 invulnerable saves. Combat is obviously a draw. We're not having any combat resolution. We go on to round 2 of combat. And there you go, guys. At the end of the second round of combat, the Solitaire stood, causing just 1 wound, but it was all that was needed. Robin's Assassin failed the invulnerable save. We're ready for the next person to arrive, but what that does mean is that the Solitaire can make Overwatch shots if it's got any guns. No guns, so just going to stand there and take the impact. Let's see who's going to arrive. Next into the fray. Coming in, rise against State of Union, is Dale in his house suit. He's arrived in, no impact hits, but also no Overwatch to be fired. So let's see what happens. We've got 2 rounds of combat to go. At this rate, the Solitaire could just take them out one by one and be stood on her own. First round of combat, the Solitaire's thrown in. Rolled 3 6s to hit. The kiss didn't hit, but 3 6 to hit, which caused an automatic wound at AP2. But like a legend, the Tau suit actually managed to pass 2 of his invulnerable saves and has took 1 wound, putting him down to 3 wounds. He's got 4 wounds. Wow, that's impressive. So we'll see now how the Tau hit back. Although it was only a second for you, it was only a second for us as well, because he shot back and he missed. Hanging in by the skin of his teeth is the suit. He's failed 2 invulnerable saves, passed an armour save. He's down to 1 wound, but he does get his attacks back. Let's see if he can do anything this time.
3 wounds.
So this time, the Tau had a round of practice swinging before and missed with everything, then realised where its target is and found the mark, causing 1 wound. Caused 2 wounds, but 1 was failed. So the Solarite is down to just 2 wounds. Let's see who comes in now.
He's going to come in.
So, who's coming in next? It's Boba Fett! Boba Fett's walking into the ring. I want to leave the music on right the way through for the 3 minutes and 6 seconds, but I won't. And there he is, Boba Fett's come into the ring to die. Even though the Vindicator turned up, nobody was scared, so the Solitaire tried to finish off the Crisis, who put 3 wounds on it, made 2 armor saves and an invulnerable save, and actually is still there in battle. So we'll be moving to the next initiative step, which I believe will be the Vindicator Assassin, and we'll see what happens. To be fair, after all that laughing and joking, the Vindicator's come in and took another wound off the Solitaire. Caused 3, failed 1, down to 1 wound. And it's now going to be on to the Tau suit to take his goes. The Tau suit went back to turn 1, forgot how to hit, and it kind of really stopped it. So the Solitaire decided to exact revenge on the Vindicator Assassin. It's actually caused a wound, knocking him down to 2 wounds. The suit's still standing there, hoping to try and do something back. And we're going to move to the Vindicator's attacks now. So Vindicator decided to go back against Solitaire, did manage to cause 2 wounds, but in true heroic style, the Solitaire managed to make both saves and is still standing on 1 wound. So as it currently goes before the next contestant arrives, the Tau suit needs to go next, and then we'll round up at the end.
There we go. This is armor saves. Yeah.
Do I really need to say anything about that, guys? That was 3 hits of a 5 or more from the suit against the Solitaire, looking like the Solitaire might really have to pass some extreme saves and possibly die, and then rolled that to wound, only needed 2s. Bad news, guys. Coming in next, guys.
That would have ruined me.
We've got Lilith Harris-Bix returning, so this could be a really, really interesting addition to the fights. This is really going to make things interesting. So Karis has arrived with Lilith, and we'll see how it goes. So for the observant of you there, you'll notice a lack of a certain Solitaire. Solitaire died to Lilith, who with a Rampage managed to roll a 5 and got a +3, causing all sorts. The Solitaire did try to put attacks on Lilith, used Blitz, and unfortunately though, Lilith managed to save everything. Came down to a couple of Feel No Pains, but she made it like a true Dark Eldar heroine would. I say Lilith destroyed is the only way to put it. The Solitaire spilt 1 wound over and decided to go against their partner on the Tau suit, but he made his save. Vindicator tried to take on Lilith, failed miserably, as did the Tau suit. Tried to go back against Lilith and failed miserably. Round 2 of combat. So guys, at this point, the crowd are getting restless because there's not enough death. So, from the deep ranks of the crowd, a crack grenade has been thrown right into the centre. It's going to go from the centre and it's going to scatter just D6. It's going to go 3 inches off. If somebody can grab me a tape measure, measure that off the Vindicator's head. I don't think it's going to hit anyone, but you just never know. Somebody measures off his head for me. Oh, it's going to catch the Tau suit. Tau suit takes a crack, which is strength 6. So toughness 5, so it needs a 3 to wound him. Which it does! He gets his armor save though. Which he makes. He's alright. And a member of the crowd has been ejected to a bottomless pit. That round, the Vindicator's gone. Lilith destroyed him. Only just so, 2 wounds left and failed 2 saves. Tried to do a smash attack back in from the Tau suit and again missed. Needs a 5 to hit, so it's going to be very hard. If it does do it, it could be dangerous. So we're going to move in now to the next entrance.
Do with the Solitaire coming in now, bouncing off or Lilith bouncing off her.
It's a very quiet start, but I believe it does kick in any second. Get my microphone a bit closer. It's there. It's getting louder. It's getting louder. It's the most pathetic entrance music I've ever heard, but because it says it's a Fang Majestic, I'm guessing it's a wolf, and it is. It's Dave. Suggesting is he's just waltzing down like a little fairy to his soft music, coming in, but I'll be honest, I think he's going to hit harder than he dances. So, Grom's come in. He's put the attack straight onto Lilith. -5 from her initiative, so got to go first. Challenged into it, hit her, and then because he caused wounds and she failed, so even after Feel No Pain, she had to take strength test. She passed the first one with a 2, failed the second one with a 4, so only just failed it, but model is removed from play. The Tau suit tried to instant death back, but he hit, only needed a 4 and rolled a 3, so got nowhere. Round 2 of combat, I wonder what might happen. And after that round of combat, nothing happened. The Tau didn't hit back, but before the Tau tried to hit back, Grom hit, re-rolled, got 3 hits, got 2 rends, but the Tau, who stood from the second round of combat, I still stood there and made it. There's vulnerable saves, still on 1 wound. Next round. Next into the arena.
Oh, it's another wolf. Oh dear.
Crom's come into the arena. Rich from 40k Geeks 40k even, sorry. Jumped into the arena, and we're going to see what happens. Back in a moment. So the Wolves came in and censured. They ganged together. They killed the Tau suit. Then they fought against each other. There were blows struck. There were saves made. In the end, Crom won the battle, and Grom has left the field.
It's a hard bench, man.
That's it, guys. Who's next? Death Bleeper is on his way in. Now, there is Overwatch to be shot though. You're not seeing things, guys. I'm not just re-recording what we've already done. It is a bit of deja vu. But he still stood there on his own. Death Bleeper came in, swung some shots, caused a wound. But then after he caused a wound, he got squished. Like all good nids do. So, we're going to roll another dice. We're going to see. On a 1, 2, 3, the crowd go wild this time. On a 4, 5, 6, they stay quite tame. Oh, they're staying tame. The crowd must love him. The Emperor's champion walks into the ring to take on the censuring wolf. What will happen? It's all happening here, guys. And you know what? You couldn't write this one. The excitement's fantastic. Emperor's champion walks in, takes a wound from Overwatch. It's down to 1 wound, but actually smashes Crom even, sorry. Takes him out and is stood there now ready to Overwatch the next combatant. Who's it going to be? There's not many left, but let's see. On a roll of a 2 plus, no, sorry, 1, 2, 3, the crowd go wild. 4, 5, 6, they don't.
Oh.
They love their new champion. This crowd are fickle. Back in black. Theme tune for the Death Company has to be. Lamartes has arrived. He's going to take some Overwatch. What will happen? We'll be back in a second.
They normally roll us.
Back in black. Lamartes arrived. He did take a crack to the face from Overwatch, but he tanked it. In fact, no, it just didn't cause the wound. He then came in with a whopping 6 attacks. He put the death on him, and there was 3 ones rolled for the save. Ow, so harsh. So, sorry guys, I forgot to roll, but on a 1, 2, 3, the crowd went wild, and it happened. And then the result was, on a 1, 2, 3, it was going to be another grenade. On a 4, 5, 6, an assassin turns up. So, what will this assassin be? So, as all people who are scared of the dark should be, the Archon Hadouken arrives into the ring and causes D6 hits into combat. So, the Archon Assassin ran in, and because he didn't manage to do anything, he ran straight back off before he got into trouble. His tea was cooking on the stove. Archon Ace arrives in, takes some Overwatch, nothing happens, comes in with a disastrous, he rolled 7 dice and only got 2 hits, but that was all that was needed. Because of Furious Charge, he caused instant death on a 4 plus. 1 save was needed to be made for an invulnerable, and it was failed unfortunately with a big fat 1. So the Archon is now stood there on his own. So there's only 1 person left to come in, walking in to a wrestling tune like we had. The last 2 entrants have both come in to actual wrestling tunes. It's quite cool. And another Solitaire arrives. Oh, it's going to be an intense battle between 2 kin. So, first round of combat, Solitaire came in, rolled really awfully to be fair for the hits, even after blitzing, but not anywhere near as awful as the Archon saves. 3 ones with a 2-up invulnerable save for having a shadow field, but then did actually manage to make 1 feel no pain to scrape in the living, and is still there with 1 wound. Hit back, caused a couple of wounds, caused 1 wound, sorry, in the end, but was saved with a 3-up invulnerable save. So it stands now, Solitaire with 3 wounds, and the Archon with 1 wound. Will the crowd go wild? 1, 2, 3, they do. 4, 5, 6, they don't.
2 close combats as well.
No, the crowd wanted to happen naturally. Let's see what happens. So guys, it was always going to happen. Solitaire was triumphed through by coming in right at the end like a coward. But the Archon just couldn't stand up to it, even with Feel No Pain. So that's it. The winner of this year's Royal Rumble, and therefore takes the belt for the shoulder, is one John McLeod with a dirty Solitaire. Fantastic. John, you also will get £25 store voucher for War Games. Ace, you came second, so you'll get a £10 voucher for War Games. And in 3rd place was Captain Lamares. Gets a £5 voucher for War Games. Guys, thanks very, very much. That was absolutely brilliant. I expected there to be all of you just sat in and trading blows. It was much better because it was more personal. There is a couple who've got to make their way all the way back up to Scotland on separate buses because they've had fights with each other. Joking aside, absolutely brilliant, guys. Thanks every single one of you for coming, and it's been brilliant, guys, and hopefully we'll get you back next year. So thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.